Hello, my name is Chris Parisi, owner and founder of Parisi Bait&Tackle, and I will be giving you a presentation today on our company. Essentially, what you'll be hearing about today is what we have to offer as a company and as a bait and tackle supplier, just as well how we can benefit you in your search of goods in the world of outdoors and fishing, archery, anything we can do, because at the end of the day, our goal is to have you bringing in the most fish possible. Parisi Bait and Tackle is a privately owned business. We began in Milford, Connecticut. We are suppliers of fishing and archery gear, mainly fishing gear, primarily fishing. Just as well, there is some archery gear that we do supply, pretty much the basics to get you going. Our staff consists of professional and experienced anglers, and when I say anglers, I mean fishing anglers, fishermen. And mainly it's myself and my co-owner, Michael Panza, that do the majority of the fishing and have accumulated a fairly good amount of experience over the years. We offer a lot of high performance gear, especially from names like Abu Garcia, right here, Penn Reels, another high brand. St. Croix makes great rods. Daiwa, great gear. Shimano, all of this great gear. To take a look here, we'll go to Penn, and Penn has been making some of the best reels money can buy, and for a very long time. And here's some of their conventional set here, which we hold all of these models in our store. The Squall series, also the Spinfisher series down here we also hold, which you'll be hearing more about. Also, we have St. Croix here makes great rods that I personally have benefited using over the years. One of the great things that St. Croix does, which carries over into our store, is that when you purchase a rod from St. Croix, there's a 5-year warranty on that. So if anything happens between now and 5 years from now, that rod gets damaged, the eyelids break, it snaps, anything like that, St. Croix is really good about it, and they'll send you a new rod back, no problem. You see here, St. Croix's got a pretty easy to go website. Saltwater, freshwater over here, fly fishing. But besides St. Croix and Penn, we have a lot of brands to choose from. Way beyond St. Croix, Penn, Daiwa, Shimano, Abu Garcia. List goes on and on. Customer favorites. Now, a lot of people come in and will normally stick to a certain brand, stick to a certain section, maybe reels versus conventional reels, but the hot sellers have really been the St. Croix Baja Surf Rod. Everybody's really loved that. It's got a lot of whip to it. You could get it up to 10 feet long. I believe St. Croix makes it 10 feet. The Daiwa Saltese spin reel, really good for your heavy on the water, on the boat fishing, bringing in like Goliath grouper, red salmon, kingfish, anything like that. But easily, the customer favorite goes to the Penn Spinfisher V. Now, again, I've had specific experience with this reel. It was one of the first reels that I purchased of Penn's new line, and it has outperformed every time. Very reliable, very up to date technologically. There's ridiculous amount of seals in there that keep the entire inner chamber waterproof. All the gears in the center waterproof. New enhanced drag system. There's really a lot of good features to it, and I push it here because mainly what fishermen are doing here is fishing from shore, and with this reel you could get water splashed up on you wave after wave, and you don't have to worry about that salt water getting into the internals of the reel and really corroding the gears and messing up that cranking process that needs to be perfect. And here we have a video that shows us exactly what's going on there.
System. So this reel, believe it or not, has been running for, today is Thursday. We got this thing cranked up on Sunday night. So it's been running continuously. We actually have a digital camera, fiber optic camera, that's drilled into the body right here. You can see that it focuses on this display right here. What you're looking at is the slider in the back of the front of the oscillation gear right there. And you can see, so this thing's been running for a little over 4 days, and we don't have any water in the gearbox. Not to mention the fact that we're not just dunking it under and pulling it out. We're actually, you can see here on this pulley system, we're actually turning the handle, so things are moving. Just assume a guy is up surf fishing in the Northeast and he's steadily cranking underwater. That's when water enters the reel, because there's so many things moving around. You got to make sure that seals continue to touch. So that's what you can see happening here.
Not only do we have a vast selection of merchandise in our store, we also supply our consumers with a level of advice which a lot of other bait and tackle shops do not provide. We have on the site experience of how certain baits work, certain tackle, things like that. I often get the question, "What's biting?" right here. Very popular question, and me being somebody who goes out and fishes after work, goes out and fishes on a daily basis to see what's around, what's going on, I can supply an answer for, hey, the stripers are hitting today, maybe bluefish are hitting because there's a lot more bait coming in, a lot of peanut bunker. Um, and just as much as what's biting, I get asked, what are they hitting? People come in and they want to know, what can I use to utilize my best chance at catching a fish? And a lot of the time I'll recommend things like this here, the Daiwa SP Minnow, stands for Salt Pro Minnow. And that's just like a little 7-inch, 5 to 7-inch chugger. Swims down 3 to 5 feet, about a ounce and a quarter. It's got good weight to it for throwing. Doesn't swim too deep. You don't get caught in the weeds. These are all things that we can provide at Parisi Bait and Tackle. The level of service and advice goes a long way. I show you here just an example of advice that I had given in the past. Here's a classic fishing spot called Gulf Beach. See, here's Gulf Street right here. The beach is over here. A lot of striper, a lot of bluefish, common area. Now, what I do is I like to tell people the best opportunity they will have to catch fish is in this area right under here. See, what happens is the fish will be coming during incoming tide up into this area. They will spawn up here where the water mixes with fresh water, and as the tide begins to go out, they come back out looking to feed. So when the tide's going out, that's your opportune time to fish in this area. And that's just one example of advice that we give at Parisi Bait and Tackle. Another benefit that separates us from the big guys like Cabela's and Bass Pro Shops and Dick's Sporting Goods is our on-site reel repair. Getting a reel repaired can become a very difficult process with the shipping of it back to the manufacturer, which is how many miles away, and then the time it takes for them to repair it and then shipping it back to you. It really is a hassle. What we have is a certified reel repairman, and that would be Matt Barbin. He specializes in fixing all of the reels from blemishes on the exterior to interior damage within the gears, within the drag system, anything. You name it, he can fix it. And the best part about this is no shipping involved. There's absolutely no shipping. So you drop it off, maybe a few days depending on what the damage is. We'll have it back to you, ready to go. We also have an archery department that you can see here in our commercial.
Chris Parisi here, owner and founder of Parisi Bait&Tackle, here in our state-of-the-art archery range. I'm here to show you guys today the Bear Mauler, our top-of-the-line bow, with trophy-rich whisker biscuits and a trophy-rich sight. Let a shot go for you guys. Here we go.
What we got here is 7 different seals inside of this reel, which keep the internals of this reel entirely waterproof throughout the cranking process. You can find all this gear at Parisi Bait&Tackle. Which brings us to our next section, archery. Now this isn't as thorough as our fishing section because we focus more on fishing than we do hunting. Nonetheless, we do provide you with the necessities to get you going. We have bows, we have arrows, we have broadheads, simple things to really get you started that you need to get started. We carry pretty big name brands, Diamond Archery, Bear, which was shown in the commercial, very good brand, high quality. We want to provide you with a great selection to choose from to optimize your fishing experience so that going out and fishing is something you enjoy doing because you love using the equipment you have, and you catch fish because you use the equipment you have. We have unmatched customer service. We'll provide you with great tips and advice, and we will really make fishing easy for you. We will break it down to fishing made easy. And just to close things up, I would like to reiterate that we can offer so much in the world of fishing and hunting. So no matter what you're hunting, what you're fishing, coming to Parisi Bait&Tackle, after leaving you're going to be 100% prepared to take on any adventure. Here's my email right here. This is our link to our website. You can find our contacts here, as well as our location here. Thank you from Parisi Bait&Tackle.